everyone, this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you yet another floral design painted on this flat glass bottle. And I am going to be using number 1 liner brush, a number 8 flat brush, and let's see here, I think a number 10. This is all these are plaid one-stroke brushes, and then I'm going to be using a number 8 Deerfoot Stippler. I was just trying to think if I used any of these other ones, but I don't think I did. Paint I'm using is Thicket, Berry Wine, Pale Yellow, Moon Yellow, Fresh Foliage, Burnt Umber, oops, Wicker White, some of these away, Medium Blue, and Periwinkle. Alright, this is kind of a unique, little bit different type of a floral design. Hope you like it. Like I said, it is a little different, but we're gonna go with it. Alright, so to get started here, I'm going to be using my Periwinkle, my Medium Blue, and then touching the side into the Wicker White, and just blending my brush, because I really just kind of like to just keep painting and adding paint to my brush as I go. Alright, so I've got it on the chisel edge, and I'm just basically doing some side stroking here, because I have my brush up and it's going sideways, not like this. And so then we're going to just keep making the little petals for the flower. And I like a combination of the 3 paints together. Just kind of fun. And you got to understand too that the more paint, the more durability you're going to have with your paint if it's got better coverage. If you just put it on very thinly, it's not going to cover very well, and you could see the paint coming off. And with a bottle, you don't really have to worry too much about that, but you do have to keep that in mind. Alright, so then this one I'm just going to do some basic, just real easy strokes. And keep that in mind. That's the whole point of my painting, is I do want you to paint. I don't want you to be afraid to paint, and I want to encourage people to be creative. Whether we're having a pandemic or not, any time in life, there's stresses. And what's a better way to kind of combat that and make yourself feel better is to keep your mind busy. Keep your hands, your mind. No matter what you're going through in life, there's challenges every day. So if you learn how to do, whether it's drawing or it's painting, something that can keep your mind going, that's really important. It truly is. I'm going to just do some little buds here. And just note too, you can turn your paintbrush in different directions to get a different look from the paint that you're using. And that's going to do another little bud over this way. And you can have some peeking up a little bit higher. That. If you feel like you're getting too much paint on your brush, just clear the paint off. And then I'm going, because my space is definitely a lot more limited than what I was doing on my paper, I'm going to go ahead and put in just a couple more pulls here. just watch, just have to watch how many and how full I'm getting it, because I want to be able to get a couple open flowers here. And okay, so let me trying to make sure you get to see it. Just very simple, very simple. And just come back up. You touch, and you pull it, and you come back up. And like I said, you can have more space in between them. You can actually rotate the colors a little bit so you have darker on the top, lighter on the bottom, or vice versa. I think this one I am going to go try to, well, I guess it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Scrape this off a little bit better. So I really was trying to get light on the top. And you can make the petals thinner. You know, longer and thinner if you want. Turn your bottle, of course. It's one thing nice about painting small things is that you can actually turn your surface, makes it a little bit easier to paint. If you're on something that doesn't turn, it makes it a little bit more difficult, more challenging, which is okay. It's okay to be challenged. It truly is. And I didn't get to this one like I wanted to. So you know what? I'm going to make it like I wanted it to be to begin with. Over here. At some point I want to try to hit in a center. Alright, then I'm just going to put a couple other buds. Just kind of swing them over here. Push your petal, push your brush down. Put more in here if you want. And then just do another one. Yeah, I might come up this way because I still have some other little tapping to do with some other kind of I'm not even sure what these are supposed to be, but I'm doing it from a picture and just getting some basic ideas. Obviously, I am not copying it because I'm not painting it the way I'm seeing it. Alright, so got that going. The next thing, and this is where kind of a little odd, but we're going to do it anyways. You probably, once you start seeing what I'm doing, you're going to wonder what in the world, but we'll see. Okay, so here we have these little, kind of little round, again, I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. To me they're fillers, but I'm not really sure. They're kind of round, and I'm going to try to make them as round as I can with this brush that I'm using. Although, honestly, that's a little thick. Honestly, they don't have to be perfectly round. But these are going to just be all over the place. I'm going to have just stick them wherever you want them to fit in, and as many as you want. They don't all have to be the same color. I'm trying, you know, to make them look a little differently so that they do actually stand out. Just so you know, they're just kind of odd little, I'm sure they're a flower of some sort, maybe even more of a dried flower. but I thought they were really, really unique looking. Very interesting, so I'm like, yep, I'll do that. Throw these into it a little bit. And make them different sizes. They don't have to be the same size. This one's going to come up here a little bit. You might even put a little one over here because I just want to kind of stagger them. And then I'm going to come through here and do some more. Might even put some up through this set of flowers here. And I apologize too, my furnace was just on, and it's very loud. But I'm down in the room down in my utility room where the furnace is, so that's where I do my videos, so I'm sorry if it's loud. See, you can kind of stagger these and kind of paint a little differently so that you can tell that they're separate without actually giving a whole lot of separation to them. You don't really have to. And I'm going to come over here, put some more in. Like I said, since my space is very limited on this, you know, I just have to watch that too. And give a little bit of space here because I don't want them all connected. I want to have a little bit so that I can actually put little stems in between them. And then maybe even come down here a little bit. Like I said, they're kind of fun. They're odd looking, but they're fun. And they're going to kind of swing down a little bit. Maybe even over that direction. If you feel like you need to put any more color into them to separate them out, by all means feel free to do so. But I think I'm going to stop with that. Then I'm going to take my liner brush, my #1 liner brush, and I'm just going to start putting in lines for the stems. And if I feel like I need to put in, you know, some color in here just to show that they are connecting, you know, it's fine to do that. It doesn't have to be real apparent. And like here I'm putting it in. I will come back over with some other color. Put my stem in there, and I could maybe even have another stem coming down. And then just keep going on. This one I'm going to put that kind of a bottom to it on the little buds. I'm going to go like this. Even if they do have some of the yellow little whatever these are, I'm going to still put in my little green to attach them to the stems. Just like this. Very simple. Put it on here. And then I'm going to have this come down this direction. I can connect it if I want. I can go over there if need be. And I can even bring this one down if I want. Like it's connecting into this stem, or there could be more stems. There could be a lot of stems, actually. So we have that. We have this one connecting. We have it going in there. And then coming in here, because that stem will go through. So it connects to the other stem and goes through. So you don't have to see that. You can just, you know, imagine that this is what it's doing. So then I'm going to go through and add in some more color. And with this you can actually do this other green. You can even throw in some yellow. Yellow's great. when you're trying to get it to show up, be seen on a green bottle. Throwing in some other colors, lighter and such, can make it stand out a little bit more. Plus you're making the stems a little thicker, so they're more durable. And that's real important. I mean, durability of your paint. The paint is good paint, but you also have to keep in mind that you know how you're putting it on, the kind of coverage you're getting with it, how you're applying it and such makes a difference. If you're not putting it on thickly enough, then it's possible that it will, you know, can come off easily. You know, it makes sense, right? The only problem is that you do have to be careful when you are doing this, that you aren't putting it on too thick. Reason being is that if you're painting and you're going to bake your glass, which is fine, with this glass paint you can bake it or you can air cure it. It does take longer to have it cured completely if you're drying it by air. However, that's fine. It takes 21 days if you're going to do that for it to be cured. Doesn't mean you can't use it, it just means that you have to be careful. You know, if you're going to be putting it in a dishwasher, don't do that until you know that it's been cured. Only put it in the top rack of a dishwasher regardless, no matter what, because you want your paint to last. Alright, so let's go into putting in some centers. Alright, we're basically using all the same colors as we did for the balls. Whatever these crazy little things are. Some of you may know what they're meant to be. I don't really know offhand. But I'm just putting all three of these colors together and making my centers. I'm tapping in some little centers in here and in here because I want them to look like they have centers. You can, I'm happy with them being kind of free and mixed up a little bit today on this pattern. You know, if you wanted to be separated, you can do the colors separated and then build on that. Okay, so here we go. And we are tapping that in. I think I got them in every place I wanted them. Next thing I need to do is just add in some few leaves. Now, the leaves that I'm doing are just going to be fairly easy, but I'm actually doing a little bit differently because I'm doing the Thicket, the fresh foliage, and I'm doing some of the berry wine. Berry wine is just strictly for the leaves. Just giving it a nice little, just a different color, because I do like these colors together. And you can just go around your design and put them wherever you see fit. Put some in here even. And the berry wine, and it just gets another little pop of color. Like I said, here I can turn my glass piece, and one thing nice about painting on this bottle is that it's flat, so I don't have to worry about sticking my fingers into stuff. Now I'll say that and then I'll stick my fingers in something, but meaning that I can just move the bottle around, not have to worry about it rolling over and hitting the design, because I am just doing the design on the front of this one. And that's just for the purpose of this video. Now when you're finished, with your design, make sure that you allow it to dry, air dry, for an hour before you put it in the oven to bake it if you're going to bake your glass. That's very important. See how pretty the combination of these colors is. Very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. Alright, I am so sorry my video clicked off and I didn't realize it. So anyhow, here's the end result. Hope you like it. I think it's pretty. Something a little different. Alright, if you do like it, give me a big thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then if you would share this video after you're done viewing it, there is a button underneath the video. Share that on your social network with all your family and friends. I would appreciate it. Alright, again, here's just a quick look at it. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Stay healthy, and you have a good one.